friend, Miss Jill, and I'm so excited to have you on tonight because this is a long time coming. And like I said, to me, it's all about motivating and inspiring other people. And when I see your Instagram, when I see all of your posts and everything else like that, it motivates me more than you will ever know. You know, um, that motivates me to be better in my life every single day. It motivates me more and more than you will ever know. From my point of view as a bodybuilder and growing up bodybuilding, I never went into the gym and I never looked at other bodybuilders and said, "Oh, I want to be like him." I never found motivation in anything like that. What I found motivation in was looking at other people who are nowhere near where they want to be in the gym, and they're just beginning their journey and pushing themselves on the treadmill. Like, those were the people who inspired me in the gym. So I've already had in the past people be like, "Oh my God, I didn't know why you were looking at me." And to me, I explained to them, "No, you motivate me, you know?" And to me, when I see what you're doing and what you're currently going through right now, you motivate me. And I know for a fact you motivate many, many others out there who might not potentially be telling you that. So, you know, social media just portrays this whole, life is great, life is amazing. Every day, they might be posting on social media about being happy, smiling, and laughing, and people go on and they see this and say, "Oh my gosh, why can't my life be like that?" When realistically, not everybody's life is like that. You know,
Yeah.
it's so disgusting to come on social media and see people posting and only making posts about the good times. I
Right.
want to see realness. I want to see the hard times. I want to see people struggle. And out of that struggle, I want to see them become better. And I think this whole social media aspect of things is a great story to tell. There's always meaning behind things, and it's a great,
Mhm.
platform for people to tell their story. A lot of people ask me that, "Hey, what are some of your videos about? What are some of your posts about?" And realistically, it's things I've been through in my life.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people don't realize that, but truly, it's about things that I've been through. Try to become better. Um, but Are you there? She paused for a second.
Sorry.
That's okay.
He's trying to talk to me for a second.
That's okay. So I'm so happy to have you on, Miss Jill. And, I kind of sort of want, you to be able to come on here tonight and explain to people, start from the beginning, what happened in the very beginning, what you're currently going through, what you're doing currently, that, we're going to kick this thing's ass, right?
We are. We're close.
No, we are. So I'm opening it up to you. You know, start from the very beginning here for me. Let people know about everything that, has, how everything transpired, and I'll plug in along the way.
Okay. Well, really, I just was going for my normal yearly girl mammogram, which I'm going to put this out there right now. Mammograms, ladies, it's so important because if I hadn't gone and I hadn't caught it very early, I would have very quickly went from a stage 2 breast cancer patient to a stage 4, probably metastatic, and having to go through a lot more rigorous treatment than I am very blessed to not have to go through right now. So I'm stage 2, and it is invasive lobular carcinoma, which starts in the duct and then goes out into the breast tissue and starts to spread. So it had formed a lump and actually had spread to one lymph node, which scared the crap out of me because once it's in the lymph node, it can kind of travel anywhere. And And I learned that in April. And by June 30th, through a great team of medical doctors that I am so blessed with, started chemo. So I have to do 6 rounds of a 4-part chemo. 2 of them are hormone related because evidently my cancer is estrogen driven. So estrogen is not my friend. And then 2 are the hardcore. It's Taxotril and carboplatin, and they're what make this pretty bald head you see. And they make my showers 5 minutes long because I don't have to shave anything. There's no hair. So silver lining, ladies, if you have to deal with all this, it's a 5-minute shower. And now you know why all the guys wonder why we take so long, because they have to do nothing in the shower except soap, rinse and repeat.
What are you saying?
But truly, I had to go in and get a port placed in, and it's here, and my body hates it. But it has to be there because if I had to get poked with a needle every time I had to go in to have something done, I don't know that I would be okay. It's just a lot. It's a lot of information that comes at you super hard and fast, and most of it you don't understand, and that's okay. Just take your time if you do have to deal with this and read the things the doctors give you. Firm believer in educating yourself in everything that you're dealing with, whether it's educating yourself in the gym, if that's what you do, educating yourself when you get sick with whatever it is that you have, because the gym doesn't stop cancer and it doesn't stop other health issues, but it damn sure gives your body the best chance you can have at fighting whatever it is that you do come across. And I'm a big proponent of that. I've been in the gym forever, for as long as I can remember. I was an athlete. I was an athlete through school. I was an athlete once I graduated. Then I went into just being in the gym and being a mom. So the gym has played a big part in helping me with chemo. It's hard. Chemo makes you really tired. Sometimes it steals your confidence. But when you get in there and you work out, your body feels better. Even though you're so tired when you first get there, your body feels better when you're done. I mean, and I come home at 5 o'clock from my job and I crash hard because I went to work, I went to the gym, chemo's kicking my ass all over the place. And that's okay, because I survived the day with as much grace as I could muster, and I went to the gym. So I'm proud of myself for that. And right now I'm in the 5th round. 5th round has been the worst. I can't really eat. It has torched my taste buds. So everything just tastes like crap in a can.
And to me, like when I could see in your photos, I could see how tired you are, and to see you in there still squatting, to see you in there doing all movements, that we all do, in the gym. And I'm just like, man, like, this is incredible to me. I lost 2 of my grandparents to cancer. I lost my grandmother, my Grammy, who's my mom's mom, to breast cancer. And exactly what you said, it started, and it ended up spreading to the lymph nodes. They think that they did the surgical procedure. She had a mastectomy, spread to the lymph nodes. They thought they got it all. She went back for a PET scan and it was in her liver. And, it's hard. It's a very hard thing, and she, a lot of times, we think about it, and she procrastinated on having the mastectomy done. And she waited and waited and waited and waited and waited and waited to have it done, where I wish she would have just said, you know what, let's do the surgery, because most likely the outcome would have been a lot better for grandmother.
I've already scheduled my surgery. They'll do it probably, I think it's 2.5 weeks after my 6th round, and I opted for the double, just take them both. And they'll reconstruct, and I'm not taking any chances on it, just take them both.
Listen, you're beautiful no matter what. Inside and out, you've been such a big supporter to me. You've been on, we've been friends on here for almost 2 years, probably 2 years, right? Since I started. I'm pretty darn
That's
sure.
it.
I'm pretty darn
That's
sure
it.
this is like 2 years, and I put the apparel up, and I think you were the second person to place an order for the Relentless apparel brand, and this, this this was something that hit me. All right, give me 1 second. I'm sorry, because she's gonna my sister's gonna keep calling me. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. My father
My phone
just hopped in the live.
off and off and off. Like my family don't understand. Like if I hit that button, like don't don't keep calling me.
It's okay.
But I think what hit me the most, and I'll tell you right now. So when I started Relentless Apparel, okay,
Yeah.
it had significant meaning to me because relentless in itself is a very, very powerful word. All right. When I broke it down, I said, what does relentless really mean to me? And it means dedication, determination, and discipline. All right. So I changed the E's to the threes to represent dedication, determination, and discipline. And it has significant meaning. Relentless wasn't just a brand that I want people to wear into the gym. It's a brand that I want people to know that with those three characteristics, those three attributes, if you're fully capable of carrying those dedication, determination, and discipline, the sky's the limit for you in all aspects of your life. There's absolutely nothing that can hold you down. Anything that you're going through, if you carry those three characteristics, nothing can slow you down, nothing can hold you down. You carry those three characteristics, the sky's the limit to success in life, for you ultimately to be the best version of yourself each and every single day. So and when you came to me and you messaged me and you said, hey, I hope it's okay that I wear my Relentless shirt and take photos of it and post photos, wearing the Relentless shirt. That hit me harder than you could ever imagine. And you did make me tear up. All right. Because people don't know I'm a softie. I'm a very, very big softie. So when you said that to me, that hit home so much because by textbook definition, you're exactly what relentless stands for, and I am so damn proud for you to wear that shirt because that is the meaning behind relentless. You're the definition of my brand, and I thank you so much for all your support that you've shown me, because it's people like yourself that I don't know from never knew before in my life, who became closer to me and has supported me and always made sure I was okay. While the people who I've known my whole entire life heard that I was making moves with my life, starting a supplement company, starting an apparel company, those people there fell off and they no longer support me.
I understand.
And, I just, I'm so grateful to meet people like yourself, and I think, overall, like I said, this was just a perfect opportunity. And I'm so grateful to have you on here as my first guest because this is a great platform to inform people. This is a great platform to inspire and motivate other people. And overall, I just think that this platform here is just being used in the wrong way.
Yeah, for real.
Um, but I
I haven't
think
been on here in quite a while. I've just been on IG, and really my posts are. It started out as just posting for myself because I thought, man, on my bad days I can look back and go, you know what? I was having a really bad day that day, and I made it.
Yep.
So I'm gonna get dressed and I'm gonna get my shit together, and I'm gonna make it today too.
and it's crazy because like I was saying in the beginning of this live, it's life doesn't get easier. You get stronger. So anything that you're going through right now, the good Lord above will never put too much on your plate than what you can handle. So when you think you can't handle any more and you surpass that, he's going to throw a little bit more at you.
I think sometimes he loads your plate so that you'll hit your knees. That's what I think.
There's a lot of times that I've hit that rock bottom, and it humbles you. It humbles you very, very, very quickly, you know. And it's a people can take that as a negative, but it's not a negative whatsoever. That's like one of the most positive things that can possibly happen to you in life. You know, without failure, without being humbled, you'll never be able to grow. You'll never be able to become better. If you win your whole entire life, what do you get out of that? You
Yeah.
don't get anything out of it. You don't gain knowledge out of it. You don't get experience out of that.
Right.
You know, with failure comes the experience. With failure comes success. With failure comes, becoming better each and every single day of your life. So I never looked at anything negative that happened in my life as something bad. I always looked at it as a positive, even though at a certain time you might look at it and be like, damn, why me? Why me? Why me?
There's been that.
You know? But then at the end, it's almost like you say to yourself, why not me?
Yeah.
Because I know,
I've had a couple of good friends tell me they wish they could, if I could take it from you, I would. And I'm like, well, I wouldn't give it to you. I'm supposed to carry this for a reason. There's a reason that I don't know what it is. It's not for me to know. It's just for me to go through it and learn as I go, and hopefully be a little tiny flashlight in this world of darkness sometimes for somebody else to know that you can do it. I mean, it's going to suck sometimes and it's going to be really hard, but it's not impossible. Nothing is ever impossible.
And you're proving that, you're proving that time and time again, with the willpower that you have, and the motivation that, that you have inside, but yet you're giving motivation to other people.
Trying.
And you're not trying, you're doing it. And I use that word a lot too, trying, but it's one of them things where I just like I look at you and I'm like, all right, those days where I'm feeling lazy, and there's a lot of days where I'm lazy and I'm just like, damn, and I might come across a post of yours and be like, you know what, she's doing it. I ain't got no choice.
Don't make
What,
me beat you to the gym.
what's what's my excuse? There is none.
I have a really good, I call her my gym wife. Um, she's awesome. She pumps me up, man. I swear she gasses my head up like no other. She's like, man, you're just killing it. And I'm like, you are so full of crap. I am slower than a damn turtle today, but I love you.
That, but sometimes that's what we need. We need that one person.
Yeah.
And man,
And my babies too.
what's that?
And my babies too. My youngest goes to the gym with me and she just drags my ass around on Saturday. Like, come on, mama.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how amazing it is. I can tell you that is. And my oldest is
You know what that tells you?
fantastic and just drags me around too. It's just insane. They're so beautiful and I'm so blessed.
You know what that tells you? That you did a damn good job being a mom.
Feel like they maybe raised me a little bit too. I was kind of a hot mess express when I had my first one.
Were you?
Oh yeah, I was scared to death. I'm like, I am a selfish, I told my husband, I'm like, what are we gonna do? I am a selfish jerk. Like, how am I gonna be a mom? But she's beautiful and man, that baby was born with God's grace and she has taught me how to be a kind person. She's a super kind soul. And I'm so proud of her. She shines her light everywhere, so I'm hoping to just take up her example.
Well, I think you're doing a really good job.
I think you are
And
gonna make me cry.
no, I think anybody, and for those of you who don't follow Miss Jill, please do me a favor, follow her. I mean, it's incredible to be able to have somebody on here tonight, and be able to go over your story, and for you to be, more than willing to come on here and tell people your story, of what you're going through. It's it's inspirational, and it really, really is. And man, it's crazy because my daughter turned 11 today, and
It's a good age.
it and and she literally makes me so mad
Yes.
because it's like looking in the mirror,
Hmm.
and arguing with myself, and it's like, man,
Paying for your raising now.
that's little Jerry to the T, but like you said, they make us better,
Yep.
and for people, who never had the opportunity or don't have children, I don't think they'll fully understand, times where you might not be feeling so motivated, and all it takes is for you to flip open your phone, and the background be a photo of them, and say, you know what, I can't let them down, because I think, to me, that's the most motivating factor, is our children. Seeing a photo of your child is one of the most motivating things that you could possibly look at in order to light that fire under your ass and say, boom, full steam ahead, you know?
Yep.
And the
I
way
got both of mine are in college now. Um, the day I got to go with my baby and sign her college commitment, she got scholarships, was surreal. I was like, holy cow, I made it. I did it. I made a tiny little person and she grew into this beautiful grown lady. And it was super awesome. It's and then now my youngest, she's now a freshman in college, and they're both going in the medical profession. So
Dang,
wow, way smarter than mom ever was. I'm just an accountant.
come on now. Is that, oh, so that's what you do? I never knew that.
Yeah, I'm a bean counter.
Oh, no kidding.
Devil's in the details. I do the tax side of stuff sometimes, and that's about as interesting as reading how to hang wallpaper, but it pays good money.
Pays the bills, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I have a knack for it, so I would have never thought that because I hated math all through school. I mean, just accounting just is, it's easy. Like I don't even have to think about it. So why not get my degree? And I didn't finish college. I ended up going back when I was 36 and getting my bachelor's in accounting with a minor in ethics. And I did that with my baby sitting next to me doing my homework with me. It was cute. Uh, but I made it somehow.
Isn't that incredible? Like when I went back for my RN degree, and I was going through college, I was in the same situation, where my baby girl was a little baby, and people were like, "Oh man, I don't know if you're gonna be able to do this or not." But I
Time
think it
watch.
comes down, when you're older, you apply yourself a little bit more, and you
Mhm.
suddenly understand and realize, like, hey, like, this is real life right now. Like, it's make it or break it. Either you do it or you don't. And if you don't, you better figure out something to do with your life, And the I don't know if I ever told you or not, but I graduated with my RN degree, and my original side hustle, which was nutritional advising, I let a few older clients know, hey, I'm taking more clients back on because my caseload, the workload in the fourth semester of nursing school, it wasn't too bad. It was getting easier. We're
Rough.
on like that landslide. So next thing I know, it just blew up. Like literally, like clients all over the U.S., clients overseas, and I'm just like, whoa.
Right
And
in the deep end.
I never worked a day as a nurse. I graduated and never worked a day as a nurse. And I'll tell you what, my whole entire family was so mad. Oh my
Oh,
God.
I can bet.
Like, you went through all that schooling and not working as a nurse? I said, no. But they didn't realize at first, like what I was doing, and what I was able to create. with you know
Yeah.
doing being self-employed and stuff like that, and until now, when I was able to start the supplement company, and the apparel company and stuff like that. I don't think they realized like the magnitude of the clientele that I did have at that point in time, and they were like
Self-employment
more or
is a
less
risk a
worried.
lot of people are afraid to take.
And I'll tell you what, there was a lot of ups and downs.
I
There were.
believe it. I mean, most people don't jump into the self-employment ring. It's rough and it's a risk, and a lot of people aren't down for that. Like they're not made for that kind of
Well,
stress.
it was like, so this past Saturday, I try never to miss a first day of archery season with my dad,
Mhm.
and went up, and I knew if I'm going out hunting in the morning, I knew I was going to lose 5 hours of work. So it was like, okay, well, if I'm losing 5 hours of work in the morning, I know I'm going to end up losing 5 hours of sleep tonight in order to be able to go and do something fun. But there are no days off. There's no sick time. There's no vacation time. There's never anything like that. When you're working for yourself. But getting back to everything with you though, what do we have? What do you have left? How much more? How many more treatments? Are left? Time frame wise and things like that.
Okay, well, I just did my fifth round of chemo 7 days ago, so it's a little fresh right now, still kind of dragging me down a little bit. This week coming up will probably slowly get better. And then next week I'll be in great shape just in time for them to slap me back down with my final round of the hard chemo. So I have my final round of hard chemo on October 13th. I meet with the surgeon on the 20th, and they'll probably schedule my surgery within a week of that meeting. So then I'll have a double mastectomy with reconstruction. And then I'll have 6 more rounds of hormone driven chemo to squash the estrogen in my body to make sure it doesn't do anything else crazy. Um, and then after that, they may do radiation, just spot radiation, just on that side, to make sure nothing may be left in any skin tissue or anything like that. And then hormone blockers for the next 5 to 10 years to make sure that my body doesn't go estrogen crazy again. And hopefully by my birthday next year, I'm ringing that bell for cancer free. And then by my 50th birthday, the year after that, I'm back in the body shape that I was trying to get to before this stuff sidetracked me.
I think you end up doing that a lot sooner than what you think.
We're going to give it our best damn shot.
Well, you already know if you need any help with anything, I'm just a phone call away. You know,
I know.
I help you out
I
as much as
appreciate
I
you.
possibly can. You know that. And it's exciting to hear it. It's not if, it's like this is gonna happen. This is all gonna happen.
Yes.
This is gonna be one of them stories, that you're able to look back at and tell and be like, you know what, it was one hell of a ride, but you know what, I did it.
Yep. And it's going to have the highest of highs and it's had the lowest of lows, but uh, I have a really great family. I think about my grandma a lot right now. My grams, she died of lung cancer. Never smoked a day in her life, but she was married to a freight train who smoked constantly. Um, and my grandmother always told me that it didn't matter what I felt like, that it was my job to get up, dress up, and show up. And I think about her a lot right now because I feel like, man, when I'm feeling low, if I was to lay down and just be a slob about it, she would just kick my butt up around my ears. Like she would not be having it from me. Um, my no-no was something else. So I'm trying to be the lady that I know that she always was. Because up until the very last minute with lung cancer, she was getting up and dressing up and showing up. And I just can't let her down. I can't let my kids down. Can't let myself down. And I don't want to let my husband down because he's he's pretty fantastic. And he loves me even with my bald head.
I think we could all say, that we're all proud of you. That the ones that who might be on here that do follow you, on my heart, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for what you're going through, and it's a mentality. That just goes to show me how strong of a woman you actually are. Because there are people who, might be going through similar situation as you, and they just don't have the strong will that you have to put forth and say, hey, you know what, nothing's going to stop me right now, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted to have you on there. Maybe somebody might be going through it right now. Maybe you could show them, like, hey, if you have that strong mentality, anything is possible, and with a lot of the clients that I work with, I find myself moving more out of the bodybuilding realm, and I'm training more lifestyle clients. And what I come to find out with training more lifestyle clients, it's more trying to motivate them a little bit more, because I do get a lot of, well, I can't do this, or and
I
to
hear that
me,
a lot too.
and we can come up with 1,000 reasons why we can't,
Hmm.
but so many people cannot come up with 5 reasons why they can.
Right.
And you're an exception. You're literally that 5% of people who can sit down and say, I'll give you five reasons why I can.
Yeah.
You'll be able to, you have a harder time telling people why you can't.
Yes.
You have an easier time telling people why you can. And it shows. It's
I mean, I don't really have a quit button. I am probably the stubbornest little donkey that you will ever meet. God bless my husband and his ever never ending patience, because I am a stubborn little mule. Like, I just don't. I mean, what's the point in quitting? What are you going to get out of it?
nothing.
What's the point of I can't? What are you getting out of that? I had a lady at work in the break room stop me, and she wanted to talk to me about the gym and about nutrition. And I'm like, why are you talking to me? Well, you go to the gym all the time, and I'm just so tired, and I just can't. And I'm looking at her with my bald head, like, really? Are you tired? Let me talk to you about tired, sis. Let me tell you what tired feels like, because I feel like a tractor trailer ran me over 6 times and then backed up for good measure. So, yes, you can, but I do think in everyone's life, I do think that there are two types of people. There's people that find a way, and there's people that find an excuse. And we have all been both of those people at some point in our life. I've just decided that I'm not going to find an excuse ever again. I will never. I'm not settling for that. I am worth more than that. My family's worth more than that. And I'm damn sure not going to just wave the white flag ever. I don't know how to do that. It's not happening.
You can't, you can never do that. You can never just sit back and just be content. And if you sit back and just be content, like we literally only have one life. I know we hear that saying all the time, like you only got one life. It's if you really, really sit down and break that saying, that phrase, break it down and
Yeah.
and repeat it to yourself over and over and over again. This is it, you know? And I could take it, I could take that mentality and say to myself, there's days where I go into the gym and I do one set. All right. Like literally, like if I know I'm gonna do a certain exercise, there's one I say this is it. I get one chance, one set. You load that bar up and you go to that headspace where this is it. This is one shot at this.
Yeah.
And when you tell yourself I only have one shot at this, you have no other option but to succeed and do what you got to do, for that
Yeah.
set. I think if people break that down, the phrase, you only get one life, if they literally look at it that way, I think there would be a lot more different mentalities and a lot more different outlooks, a lot more work ethic. I think a lot more people would be a lot better than what they currently are,
Yes.
you know? And
I just think people don't value themselves enough. They don't value the investment in your own health enough. Man, I don't even know what I would do if I didn't go to the gym. Like it's not just for the physical part of it. Like it's the mental part of it. Like I go in there and so I can zone out. All I got to do for the next 45 minutes is count from 1 to 20, however many times. Like I don't even care. Don't talk to me about nothing else. We're not trying to have a deep conversation in the gym. I've got the resting gym face on, and that's what we're doing. And I just need it.
when the headsets are on, don't talk type of mentality.
Sometimes even when the headset's not on, the face says, "Don't talk to me." It's sad. It's true. I should be better. I try to smile. I do say that when I notice somebody in the gym that seems unsure or nervous, that I always try to make eye contact and smile, because that's what the gym should be about. Not just lifting weights, but lifting up people, helping them find a better mental state of mind and a physical state.
And I think it's, I never thought when I was in a gym that I would be a motivational factor, because in my mind, the people, like I said before previously, the people who I get motivation from are the people who are in there, struggling, might be struggling with being morbidly obese. If I see them on a treadmill, that's motivating to me.
Those people are watching you, though.
That's it.
They're the ones that are watching you.
But I also don't want people to get the wrong perception. I
Mm.
like literally like those are the people who motivate me.
Yeah.
And it's like I said, I really wanted to utilize this platform for a greater purpose, and like I was saying before you came on, I think what we're seeing right now is a lot of people's pages are being pushed, and simply due to the fact that they're doing, these, battles and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and more people who do battles on here, and I'll be perfectly honest, more people who do battles. I mean, if you have somebody, battling against somebody on here, and their followers are, send them $200 in gifts in the battle. This platform collects 50% of that. So
Yeah.
realistically, they walk away with $100 in gifts, right? So what's the platform doing? They're pushing those pages because they already know that they're going to collect from those people there. And those people there, what are they doing for the greater good of, what are they doing to spread positivity? What are they doing to motivate other people?
I don't know.
I
Like I said, I've kind of steered off of this app because of that. Like I really haven't been on here much. Um I mostly stay on IG. But I try to post at least once a day on IG, and I just recently started kind of really talking about chemo and stuff like that, because I started having so many people that were like, "Oh, you shaved your head and you look so great, and man, you're just in the gym and you just make it look so easy." And I thought, man, I better get a little bit real with this, because I don't want somebody to see my posts and not understand that the struggle is very real. Um,
and did you ever consider on doing an ebook?
I've been taking a lot of pictures and doing some video clips, and I'm hoping to like put together like a whole full video that I can maybe push out on YouTube from start to finish on this, from the day I was diagnosed to the freaking breakdown that I had because I was thought, man, I don't want to die, to hopefully making it through this, and
Hopefully, we're going to.
well, making it through with some grace and some, I mean, I guess I've told everyone, like, hey, I got, breast cancer, and I'm going to get some new boobies out of this. So I'm going to be 50 with some 25-year-old boobies. So bonus, it makes up for the bald head. I don't know. I've had so many people approach me and be like, I just can't believe that you I actually had someone send me a message on IG and say, I just can't believe you post pictures with your bald head. I would never do that.
That's
I'm
all.
like, okay, what am I supposed to say to that? Sorry that you're afraid of not having hair? I mean, is that the biggest fear you have in your life? Because it's not for me. Cool. I'm glad that you wouldn't post pictures of yourself without hair, sis, but like why would that be your message to me? Like what was that for? And then you realize that people are insecure about things, and when something makes them insecure, they're going to project that onto you in really weird ways.
I think I think it paints the picture for people. I think it tells your story. You know, everything goes hand in hand. You know, and for you to just be able to handle things the way that you're handling things, it's incredible. You know, it's truly incredible the way that you're handling things and the way you know your mentality is set up, and overall you're making a lot of women who hear your story or you know might be going through things that you're going through, you're making them better, you know, because it's a motivating factor, you know, letting your story be told, letting people know, you know, how you feel, being honest with people, you know, being perfectly transparent with everything. I mean, it's fantastic, and you know that was one of the reasons why I wanted to have you on here. You know, really, you know, I wanted to have you on here for those reasons right there. You know, because breast cancer does play, like I said before, you know, it does have a special place in my heart. You know, and I'm just so grateful that you wanted to come on here. You know, open up and talk to people. You know, inform people, motivate people. But do you have anything else that you would want to say?
Um, no, not really. I mean, y'all feel free to follow me if you want to. I've been hooked up with Project 31 here in Oklahoma City. They're a bunch of breast cancer survivors, and maybe go to an event there. And if anybody is struggling with any form of cancer at all, y'all feel free to hit me up. I'm okay with sharing the struggle, and follow this guy because he's pretty great.
I appreciate you very much. So I want to thank you one more time. Thank you so much for coming on here. If there's anything that you need at all, please, you already know, don't hesitate to reach out to me, contact me. And thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Bet.
All right, guys. For you guys who are on here, we really appreciate you. And go follow Jill, please. She is a very strong woman. And I'm so thankful for having her on here tonight. So, how I end all my lives. God bless you. God bless your family. And Wednesday will be the next live. So, hopefully, y'all come back and check it out. So, I'll catch y'all later. Bye, Joe. Thank you again.